Jason Steele, not unfamiliar with Wolverhampton Wanderers, very almost scored against Wolves last year in the FA Cup in the dying seconds of that game as the Albion were eliminated. Felled him inside the 6-yard box, couldn't flick goalward. Sarr's under pressure here, just sneaks it away from Ferguson. Gomez, Belieber was too strong for him, and Belieber will line one up! Fantastic! What a hit from Carlos Belieber! His first Seagulls goal, and it sums up his performances of late. The Seagulls in front in thunderous fashion. A celebration worthy of the strike. Too strong for João Gomez, and the strike too fierce for Jose Sarr. A left-footed pile driver past the Portuguese goalkeeper. And Belieber's first Albion goal is one for the books. 15 minutes gone in this one. Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. And as Belieber tumbles towards the crowd, delirious scenes at the Amex. Igor, another good first touch by Evan Ferguson, but crowded out by black shirts. A strike from the angle which Steele has to be alive to, and bats it over the top. Guedes trying to catch Steele out at the near post. Didn't look on from the angle, from the right-hand side of the penalty area. Guedes rifled a fierce drive to the near post of Steele, who showed off his reflexes to help it over the top. Still, Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Webster. And Ciso back to the goal scorer, Belieber. Webster. And Ciso. Webster once more. Pinged out towards Adingra. Stupinian on the overlap. Adingra continues to drift in field and arrows one towards the bottom corner. The Albion have a second, and Simon Adingra with a fine finish from outside the penalty area. He has started this season in scintillating form. His third goal already, and it's another peach from Simon Adingra. Used the run of Estupinian as a decoy. That was clever. Even more clever was the driven finish into the bottom right to give the Albion a 2-goal lead. Nothing Jose Sarr could do about the first goal. Nothing he could do about that one either. It's Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0 at the Amex. Hwang to Doyle. Pace showing no signs of slowing at the end of this first half. A frenetic first half at the Amex. Rodrigo Gomez this time takes a touch before crossing. Doherty cut back towards Guedes, and he's on the score sheet again in the League Cup. Fired in by Gonçalo Guedes, and Wolves have one back. His third in the Carabao Cup already, after 2 against Blackpool. Rodrigo Gomez got away up the left, laid it off to Doherty. A cut back to Guedes, who found himself in space and made no mistake with the finish, deflecting it off Webster and in towards the top right corner. Little Webster could do, even less Jason Steele could do. It's Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. A check of the watch by John Brooks. Ferguson back to Enciso, and the Albion burst forward from kickoff. Given away to Hwang. Guedes looking for Rodrigo Gomez. Wolves straight into it. At the start of this second half, Steele has to save. Did well to spread himself and deny Rodrigo Gomez. That was a real chance. Well, here is that chance for Rodrigo Gomez. Beyond Hinshaw Woods. Had numbers waiting in the middle, chose to shoot. And away end up on its feet. Sense of anticipation. Guedes in behind, looking to cross. It's across the near post, and Steele dives on it at the second attempt. Wolves have been building nicely, and Sarabia came close to sneaking it in at the front post. A chipped ball over the top to Guedes. The first time cross met by Sarabia, and Steele spread himself well and landed on the loose ball to prevent a Wolves equaliser. Rodrigo Gomez switching out to this right-hand side, laid into Semedo, good looking cross, Steele's there, where's this going to land? It's cleared away spectacularly by Jack Hinshelwood. Cup heroics from the academy graduate. How on earth has he kept that from crossing the line? From nowhere, Jack Hinshelwood flies in, horizontal in the air, and volleys that skyward to keep it out the back of Jason Steele's net. Had to get that absolutely spot on. Reminder, the fourth round draw takes place not after tonight's fixtures, but next Wednesday, the 25th, after the European sides competing have a chance to play. Semedo, Rodrigo Gomez, there's numbers gathering, and it's struck towards the corner, and it's struck wide. Gonçalo Guedes looks up to the sky in frustration. He couldn't add to his goal in the first half, and that was a far easier chance. Rodrigo Gomez laid it off to him and couldn't pick out the bottom left as he struck across the ball. We'll see another sub for either side. Steele to Adingra. Stunning first touch. Welbeck trying to join in. Adingra to Welbeck. Takes it on. Saved by Sarr. It lands to Kadioglu. Welcome to Brighton and Hove Albion. Ferdy Kadioglu. He might just have wrapped up the tie. Is there a better way to announce yourself than with a goal late on in the cup in front of the North Stand? A swift break started with Adingra's sublime touch. Welbeck's strike, too strong for Sarr, and it fell to Ferdy Kadioglu. A moment he would have dreamed of, and he bundled it into the back of the net to make it Brighton and Hove Albion 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. A cameo at the weekend, potentially sealing a cup win on the Wednesday. Ferdy Kadioglu opens his Albion account in the third round of the League Cup. Hinshelwood. Welbeck to Adingra. Could be a fourth for the Seagulls on. Adingra might shoot towards the top right, and very almost picked out the top corner of Sarr's goal. Always a threat about Simon Adingra when he's shifting in field from the left. We've seen that so often. And it was almost another stunning goal for the Ivory Coast international. Sat down Cunha, but couldn't pick out the top corner. Given away by Jason Steele. Strand Larsen trying to make the Seagulls pay. Laid off to Tommy Doyle. Well, that's something for the Seagulls to think about in stoppage time. Thumped in by Tommy Doyle. And there's life in Wolves yet. Kadioglu's looked to be the clincher, but Tommy Doyle has belted it under the bar and in to give Wolves a slither of hope late on. Strand Larsen won it off Jason Steele. All sorts of room for Tommy Doyle to strike, and it was a fierce hit into the back of Jason Steele's net. Steele should be able to claim again. Cunha chasing him down. Still we wait for the whistle. And that will do it at the Amex. Brighton and Hove Albion hold on. An evening of firsts in the third round of the Carabao Cup. A first goal for Belieber and a first for Kadioglu, sandwiched either side of Simon Adingra's fine strike. Wolves made it interesting with goals at the end of each half from Guedes and Tommy Doyle, but Brighton and Hove Albion hold on, and that means it finishes here at the Amex. Brighton and Hove Albion 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2.